the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
It's time for Atlantic Trojan basketball. Here's Tom Robinson alongside Roger Warne on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
And good evening from Atlantic as the Atlantic Trojans and the Harlan Community Cyclones square off in a Hawkeye 10 Conference basketball game. Third time's a charm. This is the third time that they have scheduled this game tonight. And Harlan was expected to play Carroll in a non-conference game, but they have to play this one in. It's a conference game, and so here we are in this rainy, soggy night here in Atlantic. One game tonight with the Atlantic girls. JV game completed, and Harlan Community won that one by 4, 32-28. Atlantic and Harlan, both those teams now coming out of the floor. The Cyclones, they won 8 straight to start the season. They lost a pair right after Christmas break. They lost to Lewis Central 45-30 on January 2nd. Then St. Albert 64-51 the following Friday. And then they've won 3 straight since then. And they're ranked 7th in the state in Class 3A at 11-2 coming in. The Trojans, they've won 3 out of their last 4 games. They're coming off a big win over Preston last Friday night. They jumped out to a 16-0 lead early, and they were able to close the gap. Preston much improved than the first time around. They gave them a game during the second half, and Atlantic prevailed by double digits in that game. So Harlan, 6-0 in the conference and 11-2 overall. St. Albert, 4-0 in the conference play. Lewis Central, 5-1. Shenandoah, 2-1. Glenwood, 6-3. Atlantic, 4-3 in the conference, above 500, and 6-10 overall coming into this one here tonight. And then you have Denison Sleswig even at 3-3. Clarinda 4-5. Kemper 2-5. Red Oak 0-6. And Creston comes in at 0-9 on the season. Our broadcast brought to you by Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop and locations in Atlantic and Carroll. Also brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. They're the only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank. Body Basic, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics. And the Seed Pros, so by your side to maximize yield. Forward go. Your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkler, and Nick Knutson. And Second Street Auto, your transmission pros, and Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Also brought to you by Switta, their safe, reliable Switta for all your transportation needs. And Stein C. The Stein has yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative. Also brought to you by Hy-Vee, bakery, deli, grocery, meat department, and pharmacy. Always there for you, your Atlantic Hy-Vee. And Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, a hometown bank for hometown people. Member FDIC. Also brought to you by Elkhart Plastics. Integrity, optimism, customer focus, and a can-do spirit. Go to MyersIndustries.com/careers to fill out an application. And the Fish Store and Pet Center, your local one-stop pet shop in downtown Atlantic. Our scoreboard brought to you by the Seed Pros. They're by your side to maximize yields. Forward go. Contact John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkman, Nick Knutson. Our coaches show brought to you by McAtee Tire. And we'll visit with Atlantic head coach Dan Vargas and coming up here a little bit later on here in our pregame show. Both teams back on the floor right now warming up, and we'll have about a tip-off fit around 6:30 here from Atlantic. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We're back with more pregame right after these.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. Switta offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit switta.com to schedule your ride.
Outfitters Plus in Atlantic is making it easier for teams, coaches, groups, and you to host your group's orders online with their online store. Custom printed shirts, sweatshirts, all of your team apparel. Outfitters will design the graphics, post them on the web, give you the link to share with your team or group, and they can order themselves, all online. No more order forms to lose, sizes to keep track of, or money to hold on to. Let Outfitters Plus set up an online store for your team or group today. Give them a call at 243-4379. That's 243-4379. Outfitters Plus in Atlantic.
Hi everyone, it's Caitlin with your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It is free to you and gives you instant savings. If you're not signed up, no worries. We can, in-store, while you're shopping, or at the checkout, sign you up. Super quick, super easy for the instant savings. No need to wait. Scan the card, you got the deals. Deals so good you won't find them anywhere else. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It is free to you and gives you instant savings. We can, in-store, while you're shopping, or at the checkout, sign you up. As always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic pregame show here at 95.7 FM. You can watch it on our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com, powered by Nish and Nanette, as we're getting set for our Hawkeye 10 Conference girls play here. And Atlantic hosting Harlan. They'll play again in a couple of weeks at Harlan. And the final of two here this season. When you look at the Cyclones, they are led in scoring by several in double figures, averaging 14.2 a game. Aubrey Suizo, Hannah Sonoman averaging just under 11 points a contest, and Erica Russ, the 6-foot post player, averaging just shy of 13 points a game. Now for Atlantic, just one in double figures, and that's Peyton Harder. She had 28 against Cresta last Friday night, and she's averaging just shy of 17 points a game. Also for Atlantic, Zoe Kirchhoff averaging 6.3, and Maddie Richter 7. Kirchhoff and Richter, they're the main three-point shooters, although we've seen Harder step back and fire some three-point shots as well. Steals, Schweizel with 45 steals coming in. Aubrey Schweizel, the junior, that's going to be a player to watch. And for Atlantic, leading steals is Peyton Harder. In fact, she's averaging double-digit rebounds, double-digit scoring, and she has 45 steals so far on the season. Latest rankings came out, in Harlan Community, they're ranked number 7 in Class 3A with that 11-2 record. North Lynn ranked number 1 in Class 1A. Hey, Cam comes in at the number 9 this week in 1A. Coon Rapids Bayard also there. In Class 2A, Dyke New Hartford ranked number 1. Panorama is ranked at number 2. They're going to take on Exira EHK. Panorama Panthers undefeated at 16-0. Also in Class 2A, Nottoway Valley is 8th. They've got another solid squad this year at 12-2. And Trainer 15th. And then we mentioned Class 3A, Mount Vernon ranked number 1. Des Moines Christian 2. Esterville Lincoln Central 3. They all have losses. And Harlan comes in number 7 at 11-2. And they were 7th last week. So they didn't move. Stay right there at number 7 in Class 3A. So the Cyclones come in with an 11-2 record. Atlantic 5-10. Harlan undefeated the conference. Atlantic above 500 at 3 wins to 2 losses. We're going to hear from Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason coming up next on our coaches show. It's brought to you by McAtee Tire at 102nd Street in Atlantic. We're back with more right after this from McAtee Tire and Dan Vargason.
Good. The perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic, a pet lover's paradise.
After years of wondering why I see more runners than other athletes, I figured it out. Well,
Brought to you by McAtee Tire, coach's show with Dan Vargason. Trojans and the Cyclones squaring off tonight, a game that was postponed because of that stormy weather. And we're going to get in here tonight here in Atlantic. And, Coach, thanks for joining us and coming off a big win over Creston. You've won 3 out of your last 4 games. This team is playing their best basketball right now. And talk about how you feel about this ball club going into tonight's game against the Cyclones.
Yeah, well, this is third time's a charm here for playing Harlan. First two didn't happen, so glad we're finally getting this game in. It's been good, and Coach Clausen's been really good working with us, trying to find dates. So I'm glad we could finally get one figured out. But Harlan's obviously a really good basketball team, really disciplined. They play fundamentally sound. They've got players at all positions that know their roles and can do their jobs. Shweso's obviously one of the best players in the Hawkeye 10. She can shoot the ball, get to the rim, distribute. She rebounds. She does a little bit of everything and then defends well. And then on the perimeter, they've got three-point shooters around her as well with Sunderman and Swenson. They're shooting 40 and 35%, and 53 and 44 from the field. And Shweso can hit the three ball as well. So they've got some people that can definitely hit that. And then inside, they've got Rust, who can play very effectively in the paint. And they've got other players who, again, can score at the basket. So just all around, offensively, they're an effective team. They score very efficiently. Their team's shooting over 40%. So you have to find a way to limit them. You're not going to stop them too much, but you got to find a way to make it hard for them to score and try to get them out of rhythm. And then defensively, they're solid. They run a little bit of everything as well. They'll mix it up. We've seen them run 2-3, 1-3-1, some man, full court. They'll run triangle and 2, box and 1, whatever they think they need to do to beat you. They're going to do it. And we know that last time we played them, Peyton Harger had a really good game. I think she had 20 and 20 on them. So I know that they're going to be on her to make sure she doesn't do that again. So we're going to need everybody else to step up and score.
Coach, what do you like about your team right now? I mean, talk about the effort you've seen the last 4 games.
Well, I'd say the biggest difference right now is everybody's doing their jobs and executing well. Early on in the season, it just felt like most nights there was at any given time 1 or 2 people who weren't totally sure what they should be doing yet, which is pretty normal with a young team and learning. But now that we're starting to understand what we're supposed to be doing and making plays, early on we were running plays, not making plays. And now that we're starting to see people step up and do what we need them to do, that's been a big difference. So just seeing us play together and be cohesive.
Well, when we get down to it, in a nutshell, what's it going to take? A great opportunity against a Cyclone team that's had a lot of success. They're highly ranked here. And talk about your pitch to your players here before the game.
Well, the big thing we talked about, and, this has been all year, but they only average 13 turnovers a game, and we average 24. Something's got to give. If we're giving them, we talked about if that's 11 extra possessions a game and they shoot 40%, you're talking 8 to 10 points. We wouldn't want to go into a game and let Harlan start 10-0 to at tip-off, and that's basically what happens if we turn the ball over. So we've talked about taking care of the ball and then just going in and believing. They're a good basketball team, but it's still a high school basketball team, and so are we. And we go out and we play the games for a reason. So just go out, battle, have fun. There's no stress on us. We don't have a number next to our name. That always adds a little bit of pressure. So just go out, play basketball, and have fun.
Excellent. Coach, always appreciate you. Thank you so much. Best of luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
You bet. Dan Vargas joining us here on the Coaches Show, brought to you by McAtee Tire. We'll be back with the starting lineup in the First Whitney Bank opening tip-off on 95.7 FM on our live video stream powered by NISTANet.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
It's time for Atlantic Trojan basketball. Here's Tom Robinson alongside Roger Warne on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to the pregame. We're getting close to the starting lineups and the First Whitney Bank opening tip-off. 7th-rated Harlan Community in town. 11-2, Atlantic 5-10 coming in. The Trojans have won 3 out of the last 4. Harlan won 8 straight, and they had that little stint there right after Christmas break where they fell short to Lewis Central and St. Albert in the same week, and then they've come back to win 3 straight since then. And this is a good basketball team with a lot of height. When we get those lineups, you'll see that the Cyclones have good size inside. They've got some balanced shooters, and Coach Clausen does a great job with this ball club. Atlantic and Coach Vargas are also doing a great job with the Trojans. They've won 3 of the last 4, Roger. Talk about the Creston game, a good one there.
Well, I mean, they came out and did what they needed to do down at Creston. Got up early and then just kept at it. Never took their foot off the gas and finished it out. Got a lot of kids in the ball game A lot of experience there, which was a good prep for this one. You know, Harlan coming in rated number 7. You know, you can just look out there and see the height of the gals. You know, as a coach, you go, you can't coach height. You know, that's a bonus. So, you know, it's just the Trojans tonight are just going to have to, you know, take care of the basketball. You know, you got to keep the guys or the gals off the board. I mean, when that shot goes up, you better find a body on it, get them pushed out of there. You know, limit them in one shot, and then, you know, go down and see what you can do. But you got to limit them to one shot.
What about Harlan, and what will be the keys for the Cyclones? Obviously, Harder's always has a target on her back every night out.
Well, we'll see what the Harlan coach has got cooked up here, whether or not he feels his gals can go one-on-one or, you know, man-to-man with the Trojans. And then, you know, if they're going to stick a 6'6+ girl in behind her, that's going to be a little tougher. But I think Peyton's got the quickness to get around them. It's just a matter, you got to get a feel for that.
UMass Cyclones coached by Zach Clausen, assisted by Mark Cohorst and Sam Brummer. Atlantic head coach Dan Vargas and assisted by Matt Best, Katie Christensen, and Shelby McCready. Harlan in their roe black uniforms with the red trim. And Hannah Soneman will start for the Cyclones, averaging 10.8 a game, a 5'5" senior. Molly Swinson, a 5'7" junior, also getting a start, averaging 7.4 a contest. And Avis Monson, a 5'7" senior, gets a start as well. Monson averaging right at 5 points a game. And Erica Rust, the 6' senior, she's had a good year, averaging just shy of 13 points a game, averaging about 9 rebounds a contest. So Soneman at 10.8, Molly Swinson at 7.4, Aubrey Sweezel at 14.2, Grace Albertson at 3.46, and then Ava Monson averaging 5 points a game. Also for the Cyclones, Kinsley Brook averaging 3. She'll come off the bench. And as I mentioned, Erica Rust averaging 9 rebounds and averaging 12.8 points a game. We'll also see Grace Albertson, Brenly Van Bala, and Kinsley Brook. They'll come off the bench for Coach Clausen and the Cyclones. For Atlantic, the starters are McKenna Schrader, a 5'5" sophomore, Zoe Kirchhoff, a 5'5" sophomore, Claire Pellet, a 5'6" senior, and Maddie Richter, a 5'6" junior. Also Peyton Harder, a 5'10" junior. We talked about Harder averaging 16 points a game, almost 17. Coming off a 28-point game against Creston last Friday night. She's averaging 11.5 rebounds a contest. And then for Atlantic, Zoe Kirchhoff averaging 6.3. And McKenna Schrader, 4 points a game. Lila Wiederstein's been playing really well as of late. She comes in and provides some great defense, but also starting to score the ball. And she's averaging just under 3 a game. And then Maddie Richter at 7 points. Richter can shoot the 3. So far this season, she's made 22 of those. And Zoe Kirchhoff with 13. Those are 2 long-range shooters for Atlantic. We're getting set for our first Whitney Bank opening tip-off, but we're going to take a 2-minute timeout. And we'll be back with the tip-off right here, 95.7 FM, and live video streamed on westerniowatoday.com.
Nobody.
After years of wondering why I see more runners than other athletes, I figured it out. Well, a sophomore hurdler explained it to me. This is Dr. Fritz Beyer of Body Basics Chiropractic, and he told me since my hip started acting up, I lost 1 second from my time. 1 second in a 55-second race is less than 2%, but he knew it instantly because the stopwatch told him. In other sports, there's not a stopwatch to tell you when the nagging injury takes 2% from you. To make sure you're giving your 100%, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Get to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights. Perfect for birthdays, reunions, family and friend get-togethers, and date nights. They even have bumpers and ramps for the little ones. Globe Bowling. All the glow-in-the-dark fun you love. Plus, the friendly competition of bowling makes for a great night. Call Dan to schedule your next party at 243-4656. Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights at the Super Bowl. Highway 71 in Atlantic.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty.
Plus, you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields.
Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros.
The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Van Tacker, Gary Dinklet, Nick Knutson.
Well, you know, family, neighbors, and friends. When you do your banking at First Whitney Bank, it's much the same thing. You're working with the family of your community, your neighbors, and friends, because that's who we are. We share life with you at community celebrations, at school and church activities, and as you allow us to serve you with your banking business. Our commitment to you and our community has been how we've done business for over 5 generations, and that's why we're the only bank you will ever need. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Erica Russ controls the tip, fires down and low to Swenson and gets the shot. And Harlan, 10 seconds in on the first possession, gets a bucket. And Swenson with the 2 for the Cyclones, and Harlan the community up 2-0. Back into the front court. And the ball tipped away by Schwezo. Schwezo down the right side, pulls up, shot over hard off the glass. Good! Schwezo with the bucket, and Harlan off to a 4-0 lead of the Seed Pro scoreboard, just like that. Pressure put up on the Cyclones. A pass high and right to Maddie Richter. Richter will look back near side to McKenna Schrader. Harlan in a 2-3 zone. Schrader on a trap, and she throws it away. Schwezo with a steal. And Schwezo coast to coast. Here layup is up, and is no good. Rebound harder for Atlantic, and the Trojans get a break as Schwezo was wide open on that layup. Another steal for Schwezo. She has 45 coming in, Roger Warne.
That's pretty good.
Couple already here in this game. Baseline goes to Kirchhoff. Skip past to Richter. She'll launch up a 3. No good. And the rebound, Erica Rust, averaging 9 a game, and she snags that rebound. And the kickoff near side to Swenson. They'll go baseline to Monson. Back out top for 3. No good off the heel. And the rebound long to Swenson. She'll pull up the elbow. High post to Rust. Give it a go down low to Monson. Lose the handle, gets it back, puts it up. No good. A rebound comes off to Richter. 6.5 to go first quarter, just underway. Atlantic down 4-0. Richter over to Kirchhoff. Schwezo and Swenson had the buckets for the Cyclones. High post Pellet. The senior drives in, runner up. It's no good. And the rebound to Schrader for Atlantic. Her shot is blocked and a foul called on Swenson of Harlan. And it'll be a shooting foul for McKenna Schrader of Atlantic. So Schrader steps to the line, averaging 4 a game, and she's shooting about 33% for the free throw line. Not a lot of free throws for Schrader. 6 of 18 coming in. She missed the front end, and she's 6 of 19. And it's still a 4-0 Cyclone lead here early. Schrader's second free throw is in flight, and it is no good. Rebound pulled down by Swenson for the Cyclones, and Harlan comes to the front court with a 4-0 lead. Across the timeline, Schwezo over to Monson on the left wing. Russ will set up on the high post. Back near side, down low. Swenson layup, no good. Rebound harder for Atlantic, averaging 11 boards a game. And she corralled that board. Kick out to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff across the half-court line, swings it left. Richter high and left, back between the rings. She'll move the ball and stolen away. Monson with a steal. Coast to coast Monson. Layup up and good. And a foul called on Richter. So 3 different players scoring for Harlan, and Monson got that pick and went all the way for the layup and drew the foul, and Coach Farguson wants to call a timeout.
Yeah, you get that far. I mean, she stole it. She gets that far ahead. You just got to let her go. Don't sacrifice the foul.
5:42 to play, first quarter. The Cyclones off to a 6-0 lead with Monson's free throw coming up. We're back right after this 30-second timeout.
Olson's BP in Atlantic is the keep you going store, and they'll keep you going all day long with breakfast selections like breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches, and breakfast staples like biscuits and gravy. For lunch, what better place to stop than Olson's BP? With burgers, Champ's chicken sandwiches, and Godfather's personal pizzas, you're sure to be refueled for that afternoon grind. And after a long day of work, let Olson's BP do the cooking for you. Hot and fresh Champ's chicken with all the sides and every kind of pizza topping you can think of on your God.
Free throw by Monson is missed. Atlantic's Peyton Harder grabs the rebound. Trojans down 6-0 with 5.5 to go first quarter. The ball across the timeline. Atlantic in the front court. Bounce pass to Kirchhoff. Driving. Handoff Harder. Drives baseline layup up. No good. Down the right block and just
right idea.
Couldn't get it to fall, but she was fouled, Roger Warne. Now she'll go to the free throw line. So we set Harlan up in a 2-3 zone.
And the Trojans got to attack that. There was a couple of, or the first time you got in between the two people and just keep going.
Peyton Harder's first free throw is missed. Harder averaging 16.9 a game. Shoots 67% from the free throw line and missed both those. Atlantic 0 for 4 from the stripe here early. Cyclones to the front. Swenson back out top to Soderman. Down low to Rust, and we have a whistle, and we got a travel called on Harlan. And so it's going to be Atlantic's basketball.
Good defense. Peyton moved her feet, and she slid that pivot foot.
And Soderman, number 11, and she's averaging about 11 points a game. Really hasn't touched the ball that much in the first several possessions for Harlan. Atlantic with the ball in the front court, 5:07 to play. Cyclones up 6-0 and a steal. Pass ahead, and a layup by Schweezel is fouled by Harder. So Schweezel will go to the free throw line. Aubrey Schweezel with 2. Molly Swenson 2, and Ava Monson with a pair. Schweezel averaging 14.2 a game, 45 total steals this season. And she's 38-57 from the line for 66%. Schrader comes out and Katrina Williams goes in for Atlantic. And Aubrey Schweezel at the free throw line for a pair with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. First free throw is good. Schweezel with 3 points. Cyclones up 5-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard.
Try 7-0.
7-0. Here comes Atlantic in the front court. Pellet down low to Katrina Williams. And the steal again by the Cyclones. Schweezel steals and a foul called on Williams. So Schweezel hit the free throw. 3 goals and 1 for 2 from the line is Harlan. And the Cyclones have the ball with a 7-0 lead over Atlantic. Inbounds pass goes out front to Monson, high and left for the Cyclones. Baseline Swenson, down low to Rust. Ball tapped away by Williams, picked up by Harder. Harder weaves her way to the front court, through traffic, layup good.
That's the way to take it to the hole.
She did a great job of weaving through traffic and got it off the glass.
So and dribble with authority and then take it at him.
7-2. Harlan with the lead in the ball in the front court. 4:20 to go first quarter. Monson high and right for the Cyclones. Russ sets up high post, wide open down low. Swenson gets the pass
nice
from
pass.
Monson. Layup up and good. Swenson out with 4 points. Boy, credit Monson with that assist. 9-2. And the ball tapped out with the Cyclones. Atlantic tries to get across the half-court line. Swenson was just standing there very quietly behind the defense.
And when you're playing a zone like that, you've got that person runs the baseline. You just kind of sneak around back there.
Yeah.
Find the hole.
Kirchhoff takes the inbounds across the half-court line and goes right. Whips the pass baseline to Williams. Williams back, skip pass to Richter high and left. Richter almost pulled that pivot foot. She's able to keep control over to Kirchhoff. A rotating defense by Harlan. Richter from the top. Fires a 3. Good! Letting back in it. Richter with the triple for the Trojans. 9-5.
Trojans just need to quit thinking and shoot the ball.
Soderman low, dumps it off, and layup is good. And very quickly, Rust with the bucket, her first 2. And credit Soderman, had a great assist, and it's 11-5 Cyclones. Atlantic breaks the press. Kirchhoff high and right for the Trojans. 3:20 to go first quarter. Down low to Williams, and another steal by the Cyclones. Monson with the tag this time. Pass ahead to Swenson. Swenson back out top to Soderman. Baseline, Schweezel. She'll launch the triple. Good. Schweezel with the 3-point shot. She is 6. And the Cyclones respond. They up 14-5. Down low Williams. Her layup is blocked and a foul called on Swenson with 2:54 to go.
Pretty good body contact. She got it clean up above, but came through her body.
Harlan jumped out to a 7-0 lead. Atlantic made it a 7-2, then 9-2, and then a 3-point shot by Richter. Now Williams at the line. Free throw is good. Atlantic was 0 for 4, and Williams now puts a Trojan 1 for 5 at the free throw line. 14-6 to count. Second free throw by Williams is on the way, and it is no good. Rebound comes off the Cyclones. Quickly to the front. Schweezel drives, runner up good. Schweezel's having a good first quarter for Harlan Community. 8 points for Schweezel, 16-6 Cyclones. Atlantic in the front court. Pellet Back out to Richter. Baseline tapped out of bounds by Sonoman. Atlantic will inbounds for the near sideline. So throwing it in will be Pellet. Get out top to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff on the dribble to right side. Bounce pass baseline. Williams down low to Harder. And the pass too far under. Back to Pellet. Shot up. No good. And a jump ball is called. Atlantic will get it back on the arrow. Pellet went up and stuffed and jump ball called.
Go up with it, come down with it. That's jump ball.
2:26 left, first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Baseline Richter. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Cyclones. Suizo did not agree. I think Suizo thought it went off Richter's knee, and I'm not too sure wasn't right.
He's trying to convince Mr. Johnson over there. It's going this way.
He got a smile on his face, but I think Suizo might have been right about that. Kick out top to Kirchhoff. 2:20 to go. Bounce pass, Richter high and right. Richter skip past the Pellet in the block. Drives, runner up, no good. Rebound fought for, and Rust at 6'1" wins the battle. Kick out. Monson baseline, Suizo. Driving, block, inside, runner up, it's no good. And the rebound, Rust right over Pellet. Can't get the shot, and Harder snags the rebound for Atlantic. Kick out, Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff across the half-court line, tries to avoid the trap, bats it away to Pellet. 1:47 to go first quarter, 16-6 Harlan. Kirchhoff, top of the circle. Back right side of Pellet. Baseline of Harder. Nobody down. Now Williams sets up in a low block. Pellet into Williams at the high post. Right side Harder. Harder baseline drive, cut off by Monson. Back out to Pellet. Takes it to the basket, shot up and no good. Good look by Pellet. Rebound Sonoman. She'll leave it off. For Munson, over to Swinson for three. Good. Check that, Suizo. Suizo for three. 19-6 Harlan Community. 11 for Suizo here in this first quarter. Timeout called by Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason. We'll take it with him back in 30 seconds.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
On KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Atlantic with the basketball after the timeout. They're down 19-6 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. After Richter's three, the Cyclones want a big run. Trojans have it inside the block. This is McKenna Schrader. Jump ball is called. Harlan gets it back. Well, I'm impressed with the Cyclones defense.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. They're not playing a man. They're playing a zone. But, I mean, they are rotating. You know, Harlan has Grace Albertson, a 6'1" junior now in the game. Sonoman takes the pass near sideline to keep it back to the middle of Suizo. Left side of Monson. Beyond the arc, launches a three, too strong. Rebound, Russ taken away by Kirchhoff, and a foul called on Erica Russ. So that'll be 4 on Harlan, 3 on Atlantic in the first quarter, under a minute to go. And it's a 19-6 Cyclone lead. And Suizo has 11 of the 19. Suizo averaging 14 points a game, almost to her average. Atlantic in the backcourt, they'll get it left side. Schrader driving, scoop shot, no good. Harder trying to get the rebound. Schrader down low, snags it. Kick out Williams, back out top. Kirchhoff driving inside, runner up.
Good teardrop.
Nice job, as you mentioned, Roger. That was a teardrop and in. Kirchhoff on the board. Atlantic down 19-8. The Seed Pros scoreboard. Harlan front court. Near side Suizo. Back out top to Monson. 20 seconds on the clock. Look, Albertson on that left baseline open. They'll kick it out top to Suizo at 15. Now Harlan will back up and set up for one last shot with an 11-point lead. 9 seconds, 8. Pass left side of Monson at 7. Monson goes down low to Rust at 4. Rust puts it up at 3 and missed the shot. Rebound Williams at 1. And that'll be it here in the first quarter. The Cyclones with a 19-8 lead over the Atlantic Trojans. We're back in a minute. A 95.7 FM, our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com, powered by Nishtanet.
Hi, everyone. Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way, or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit SWITA.com to schedule your ride.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
Back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com. 19 for Harlan, 8 for Atlantic here in the Seed Pro scoreboard. Trojans over to Pellet from the elbow, and Pellet knocks it down. Boy, she was taking some shots, Roger.
Well, and they're the right shots.
Yeah,
you just got to get them to drop.
Atlantic gets on the board. Pellet with a 2-point shot for Atlantic. Cyclones have the ball back in the front court with a 19-10 lead. They'll kick it back out top to Shrezo. Pellet's getting some scoring. Shrezo stops off the screen, fires a three, and knocks it down. Boy, Shrezo's having herself a night. 14 for Shrezo.
That's one you never duck under the screen. They say that a lot of times, and I watch it in the college.
That's her average right now. There's a skip pass to Schrader, left wing for Atlantic. Baseline cut off by Monson. Now kicks out to Pellet. Pellet right outside of Kirchhoff. Baseline Harder. Harder looks inside. Back out top to Schrader. She'll fire up a triple. No good off the heel. Rebound pulled out by Albertson. Albertson off the bench for the Cyclones. Kick out top Monson. Left side to Swenson for three. No good. Rims out. Harder rebound. Albertson did a nice job. You notice that? She didn't fight it.
Yep.
And she didn't reach over the back as Harder had the position. Atlantic in the front. Pellet. Skip pass over and out of bounds. Turnover Atlantic. 6:41 left. It's a 22-10. The Cyclone lead.
Yeah, those backside rebounds, after a while you learn when to and when not to.
So Cyclones will bring the ball to the front court. They've got a comfortable lead here in this first half. Top of the circle over to Swenson. High post Rust. Check that. Now the lineup is Kinsley Brook. Brook takes it inside, and we've got a 3-second call on Brook. Brook, just a freshman, Roger Warne, at 6'2".
I've seen her watch her in the JV game.
Yes,
yep. Those some long arms.
Bright future for her. 22-10 Harlan, early second quarter. Richter over to Kirchhoff, left wing for Atlantic. She'll get it back to Maddie Richter, high and right. High post Harder, backs left side. Kirchhoff goes to baseline. Cut off by Monson, out top to Schrader. Schrader whips it over right side of Richter. Trying to get behind that zone, and Harlem rotating well, that 2-3 zone. Inside Williams, and the ball tapped away by Brook. Williams able to regather the ball and get out to Richter. And Richter's knocked to the floor by Shrezo. She got Shrezo in the air, and after Aubrey was committed, she couldn't change direction.
She should have just tossed it up. Maybe got 3 out of it.
5:56 to go, second quarter. Atlantic with the ball, and Richter will throw it in. 22-10 in favor of the Cyclones with under 6 to go.
I got a friend back here.
Oh, there you go. Schrader, Kirchhoff, skip past Richter. She'll launch a three. God! Maddie Richter with a pair of those triples, one in the first quarter and one in the second. 22-13. The Trojans cut the Cyclones' lead to single digits with 5.5 to go first half. Monson top of the circle for Harlan Community. Pass inside a Brook, and it goes out of bounds. The Trojans get it. So a turnover Harlan, and here comes Rust into the ball game. Out will go the freshman Brook. She's got a future there, Roger.
Yes,
Warne.
absolutely.
I mean, she's just a freshman, but she's got the heights, and you can tell she's got the it. Here's Kirchhoff, high and left. Skip past Richter, baseline, step back, three is no good. Rebound comes off to Shrezo for Harlan. Cyclones on the run. Shrezo down the right block, pulls up, spins, shoots, no good. Shrezo rebound, her putback is good, right into her hands.
Yep, fought for the rebound, right back into her hands.
Shrezo with 16 points and Harlan up 24-13. Atlantic struggling to get across the half-court line, and it goes to Kirchhoff. Schrader now pulls up from behind the arc, fires no good. Rebound Schrader, runner up, and it is missed. And the rebound pellet, nope. Sonoman comes up with it for Harlan.
It's that height that makes a difference down there.
Cyclones in the front. Shrezo launches a deep one, no good. Rebound pellet and Harder. Harder snags it out to Kirchhoff. 4:25 to go in the half. Kirchhoff, a left-handed dribble across the timeline. Right side to McKenna Schrader, baseline to Richter, almost ran without it. And Richter in trouble, steps out of bounds. Turnover goes to Harlan. Cyclones coming in, Roger. One thing about the difference here, Atlantic was averaging over 20 turnovers a game, Harlan just 13. And you can see that tonight. They force a lot of turnovers.
They've got 3 or 4 gals that can handle the basketball.
Yep. And one of them, Shwezo, with 16 right now, brings it across. Hands it off to Monson. 24-13, Harlan by 11. Shwezo at the top, right side of Monson. Driving, Monson, runner off the glass, no. Rebound, Richter for Atlantic. Richter's outnumbered. She's going to have to pull up here with 3:50 to go in the first half, and she does. And we've got a foul called on Sonderman. Little contact going by Richter. So Atlantic will inbounds to the far sideline with an 11-point lead. Coming up tomorrow night on 95.7 FM, we're going to have regional wrestling from Sioux City. We won't have the basketball game at St. Albert, but we'll have regional wrestling. We'll be back at it Red Oak on Tuesday. Harder, baseline, 3, no good. Hawkeye 10 conference action, also 95.7 FM, coming up on Saturday. And Richter bats the ball away. A nice pass there to jump the passing route. It goes out of bounds, Harlan's ball.
You know, sometimes when you're coming down that floor and you look like you're outnumbered, about the time you just keep coming at them, coming at and stop, then they relax, and then you can still take it to the hole.
Shwezo with the ball, top of the circle. 3:28 to go, first half. Shwezo angles right, bounce pass baseline, Swenson. Inside to Russ, the foul call on Williams.
If she would have got around her, he wouldn't have called the foul. But she was still in behind.
11-point lead for the Cyclones. They jumped out to a 7-0 advantage. It was 7-2, 9-2. Lanny got a 3 from Richter to make it 9-5. Harlan jumped out to 19-8 first quarter lead. Second quarter up 24-13. Baseline Shwezo for 3. Good. Boy, she is having herself a night. Shwezo with 19 points. 27-13. Atlantic in the front court with 3 minutes to go, second quarter. Kirchhoff, top of the circle. Wings it left to Schrader. Over to Richter, the top of the circle. Richter bounce pass. Schrader, baseline 2. God, Schrader just inside the arc. Gets the bucket for Atlantic. 27-15. Trojans down by a dozen. Here come Harlan. 2:40 to go first half. Inside Rust. And the ball bat away. Sonoman, or Swenson about got it. And Kirchhoff able to whip it away. Zips the pass ahead of Pellet. Pellet high and right. Leaves it off top. Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff angles left. The dribble top of the circle. Bounce pass high post to Williams. Back out top to Richter. Wide open. Here's the 3. No good. And the rebound ripped down by Shwezo. With 19 first half points. Well above her average of 14.2. And Monson takes it high and left. 2 minutes to go first half. Eva Monson top of the circle. Guarded by McKenna Schrader in that 1-2-2 zone. Bounce pass near side is Shwezo. 14 on the shot clock. 13. 11 on the shot clock. 12. Pass down low. Russ layup good.
Nice high low.
Yeah, it really was. Russ cashed in. She has 4. 29-15 Cyclones. Atlantic with the basketball in the front court with Pellet. Inside of Williams. She'll take it to the rim, and a foul called on Swenson. Or Munson, rather. And that'll be number 3 on Harlan for second quarter. 1:35 to go. 29-15. And McLaren, the freshman, comes in for Atlantic. Out goes Kirchhoff with 1:35 to play. Second quarter, 14-point lead for the Harlan Community Cyclones. Inbounds to McLaren. And she gets it baseline to Schrader, knocked out by Monson. So Atlantic will trigger it again, this time from the right side of the basket. with $1:34 to go second quarter. Atlantic has had a couple little runs, but the Cyclones always have an answer here in this first half. Inbounds to Pellet. Pellet back out top to Schrader. Schrader one bounce over to Richter. Baseline to McLaren. Down low to Williams, and this Cyclones knocking it out of bounds. Harder not in there. It hasn't been in for quite some time. 1:24 left first half. McLaren will throw it in. Way out top, Williams. Pellet drives to the block. Over to Richter, and throws it away. 1:19 to go.
She had the right idea.
So Harlan will throw it in. Monson out to Schwiezel, and she'll bring it across the half-court line with a 1:17 to play second quarter. Lining in a 2-3 zone. Schwiezel with 19 points in the first half. Works the top of the circle, guarded by Schrader. Swings it left to Swinson. High post. Sonneman back to Swinson. Covered by Pellet. Right side to Schwiezel. Monson, top of the circle, takes it. Rust covered well by Williams down low. And Williams has her hands full, that low block, as you can see on our TV. Here's a drive. Monson, shot no good, knocked out by Richter. Nice job by Richter to get a hand on it without a foul, Roger Warne. 47 seconds to go second quarter. 29-15.
Offensive sets made popular by Mr. Osborne.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Coach Osborne. He's a defensive genius, too.
Yep, absolutely.
Harlan has the ball to bounds near sideline. Back out top to Sonneman. Now out top to Monson for three. Can't get at the shot clock, and Williams rebound. 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter. A 29-14 Cyclone lead. Schrader high and left, back out to Pellet. She'll drive in the block, down low, and throws it away. Warne McLaren at the low block. 27 seconds on the clock. Cyclones in the front court with Schwiezel top of the circle. Atlantic in that 1-2-2 zone. Harlan will milk the clock and go for one last with a 14-point lead. They led 19-8 after one quarter of play. A bounce pass right side of Monson, baseline drive around McLaren. And the ball thrown away. It's going to be Harlan's ball. Atlantic couldn't snag it. 3.9 to play. First half. Harder back in. McLaren out for Atlantic. And the throw in by the Cyclones with just a tick under 4 seconds to go in the half. Rust. Sonneman. She'll find the three at the buzzer. Got it. What a big shot. Wide open. Sonneman knocked it down to make it a 32-15 halftime lead for the Harlan Community Cyclones. Sonneman with the triple as Harlan came away with 5 three-point shots in the first half. And Schwiezel leading all scorers with 19. Here, halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. And your home for great Godfather's Pizza.
When you're on the go, it's
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Elkhart Plastics in Atlantic has a career opportunity for you. They're currently looking to hire first and second shift oven operators, first shift assemblers, and maintenance personnel, along with competitive pay and shift differential.
And they're as good as advertised. Just really a steady basketball team, solid defense, and they've got a lot of players that can shoot the basketball. They've got a nice inside-outside game, but it's mostly been outside the first half.
Well, yeah, I mean, would you say they got 6 3-pointers?
Yes.
You know, and that adds up to 18 out of the 32. But, you know, the big gals down if you don't come out and guard them, they've been able to drop it into them. And like I said earlier, they've got 3 or 4 gals, if not all 5 of them, that can handle the basketball. So that's why they don't turn it over.
And they held the Trojans to just 7 points in that second quarter. They held Atlantic to single digits. Atlantic with 8 points in the first quarter, and Schrader, Pellet, and Richter getting the baskets for Atlantic in that second quarter. Harder did not play a lot in that second stanza, so I'm not sure what the reason there is. But she's a leading scorer and sat out most of that second quarter. Looking at the scoring, Hannah Sonneman with 3, Molly Swenson with 4, Ava Monson for Harlan with 2, Erica Russ with 4, and the big scorers, Aubrey Suizo with 19 first-half points for the Cyclones. Halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. Your home for great Godfather's Pizza. We'll check Atlantic scoring right after this.
When you're on the go, it's all about convenience. Add fantastic food, beverages, plus BP superior fuels, and you have Olson's BP in Atlantic. From sunup to sundown, we're the keep-you-going store. From our loaded breakfast burritos and Bunker Dunker donuts to our delicious Champs chicken and pizza to go, we have the food you crave. Don't forget the cold beer in the beer cave. Stop in and fill her up. There's always something you need at Olson's BP, the keep-you-going store, 2nd and Locust in Atlantic.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Tom Robinson, Roger Warne here in Atlantic, and the Trojans points a little hard to come by, and credit Harlan's defense. I thought Claire Pellet had some good looks. She finally did get a 2 in the second quarter. You talked about that, Roger. But for Atlantic, Maddie Richter was 6, both 3-point shots. McKenna Schrader 2, Zoe Kirchhoff a pair, Claire Pellet 2, and Peyton Harder with 2 points as well. The score here at halftime, 32-15. So, second half?
Well, like I said, Trojans are getting the shots. It just, I said earlier, you can't give Harlan that second opportunity, but if you still allow them to shoot from the three-point land, that'll extend the lead just by itself.
We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more halftime here at 95.7 FM on our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com, powered by Nishtanet.
Whether you have a furry, feather...
First Winnie Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Outfitters Plus in Atlantic is making it easier for teams, coaches, groups, and you to host your group's orders online with their online store. Custom printed shirts, sweatshirts, all of your team apparel. Outfitters will design the graphics, post them on the web, give you the link to share with your team or group, and they can order themselves, all online. No more order forms to lose, sizes to keep track of, or money to hold on to. Let Outfitters Plus set up an online store for your team or group today. Give them a call at 243-4379. That's 243-4379. Outfitters Plus in Atlantic.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty.
Plus, you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields.
Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros.
The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Bantacker, Gary Dinklett, Nick Knutson, and John Becker.
Contributing with 4, and Russ, the second-team all-conference player last year, and Ava Monson with 2, and she was honorable mention. Peyton Harder, the first-team all-conference returner for Atlantic, is 2 points in the first half. A little puzzled why we didn't see her a little bit more, and we'll see what Coach Vargason does here in quarter number 3, Roger Warne.
Well, sometimes you have to assert yourself. It's just, you've only got 2 points. If you've had a few good shots and not going in, that's a different story, but that hasn't been the case. And she's got the capability to assert herself. I mean, especially in that zone, penetrate through it. She got her one bucket was that
it was nice.
Strong drive and took it to the hole. It's just that's just something you got to be able to do.
Harlan 11-2 coming in. Atlantic 5-10. Cyclones ranked 7th in Class 3A for another week. They were ranked 7th a week ago, and they have 11-2 record, undefeated in the Hawkeye 10, and lead the league with St. Albert. Both those teams are unblemished on the season. Game recap, the Cyclones jumped out to a 7-0 lead early. Atlantic able to close the gap. The closest they came was 9-5 in that first quarter, but then the Cyclones able to answer, and they went on a 5-0 run. End up leading 19-8 after one quarter of play. Second quarter, the Trojans got the first two. That was Pellet to make it a 19-10 game. But again, Harlan able to answer with a 3-ball to make it 22-10, 24-13, 27-13, and they close it out with Sonneman hitting a 3-point shot at the buzzer at 32-15 here at the halftime break. Cyclones with a lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. They are by your side to maximize yields from the word go. Contact John Becker, Mark Venthager, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knudsen for all your Pioneer the seed needs. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout. We're back right after this.
Work seems...
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty.
Plus, you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields.
Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros.
The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Venthager, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knudsen, and John Becker.
The perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic, a pet lover's paradise.
Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're dedicated to agriculture. That's why we offer various services that fit your growing ag needs. All our decisions are made locally by experienced lenders that truly understand the unique challenges of your operation. We're large enough to handle all your lending needs, yet small enough not to lose that personal touch. Our dedicated loan officers want to work with you to help your operation grow and thrive. Feel free to stop in and talk about how we can help your business succeed. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
This segment of Did You Know by Amy Jo is about hydraulic hoses. Well, guess what? They break. And at the worst times possible, too. Atlantic Egg and Auto can build you a new hydraulic hose most of the time faster than it takes you to even get to town. Now, don't begin a ticket racing to town to see me. Since you're here, you might as well get more hydraulic fluid, shop towels, detailing supplies, and fresh cab to keep those rodents out. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts stores.
And live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Harlan starts the second half of the basketball, a 32-15 lead. Aubrey Suizo with 19 points. And she goes low and the finish. Nice job inside by Swinson to get the first two in the second half.
Got to pay attention to those baseline runners.
34-15. Atlantic breaks the press. Schrader out top of the circle, and she throws it away, gets it back. Now a jump. Nope. Harlan comes up with it. Cyclones have the ball in the front court. High and left, Swinson. Now to Munson. She'll drive inside. Nice runner. No good. Rebound, Russ. Put back is in. Erica Russ with 6. 2 in each stands, and Harlan on a 4 run to start the third quarter. 7:15 to go. Kirchhoff at the top of the circle. Pulls up.
Shoot it.
Out to Richter, top of the circle.
I'm just sorry that she got right where she wanted to be.
I know it. Kirchhoff drives. Nice runner by Kirchhoff. Gets it to go.
She's usually shooting those things, so that's why I was saying you got to that point.
Excuse me, Roger. Kirchhoff with 4. 36-17. Into Russ. Down left side, Swinson out top to Monson. Big 3 by Suizo. Hello, Suizo. Having herself
that was
a night.
About 2 steps behind the arc.
22 for Suizo, the 5'10 junior. Harlan up 39-17. Atlantic in the front court with Harder high and right. Bounce pass to Richter, baseline. Skip pass to Kirchhoff, left wing. Back to Richter. She'll launch the triple. God, boy, you could see that going, couldn't you? Richter with another three for the Trojans. She has the range. She has 3 of those tonight. 39-20 Cyclones. Richter. And a steal by Schrader.
One of the few errant passes they've had.
Absolutely. They average 13 turnovers a game. Schrader back out top to Richter, and she traveled with it. Took one big step there, and they caught her. 5:58 to go, third quarter. Cyclones up 39-20, and Richter with 3 threes tonight. She entered the contest with 22 3-point makes, and that gives her 25. Schwiezo. Oh, it is Monson. Looking for the screen. Now right side is Schwiezo with 22. Baseline Sonneman. She's open. A short J from the baseline. Good. That was easy money for Sonderman.
Yeah.
She has 5 points. 41-20. Cyclones double the score. Atlantic with the ball. Baseline Kirchhoff. Inside Harder. Layup up. No good. Great look.
That
Rebound.
was a great pass.
Aubrey Schwiezo on the move. She'll take it down the right block. Spins in, shoots up, no good. Schwiezo rebound, put back is in. Wow. Schwiezo now, or check that. That bucket was made, they're going to give it to Rush, but I thought Schwiezo made that. Back right side to Kirchhoff. Over to Richter. Baseline drive, layup up and no good. Rebound Rust. And they gave that bucket to Rust, so I guess we'll have to do that. Down low, layup on the way it in. Schwiezo again, she gets that too. Now she has 24, and it's a 45-20 lead for the Harlan Community Cyclones. Timeout, Coach Vargason, and we'll take it with them. We're back in a minute.
Outfitters Plus in Atlantic is making it easier for teams, coaches, groups, and you to host your group's orders online with their online store. Custom printed shirts, sweatshirts, all of your team apparel. Outfitters will design the graphics, post them on the web, give you the link to share with your team or group, and they can order themselves, all online. No more order forms to lose, sizes to keep track of, or money to hold on to. Let Outfitters Plus set up an online store for your team or group today. Give them a call at 243-4379. That's 243-4379. Outfitters Plus in Atlantic.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
45-20, a big run by the Cyclones here in this second half. 13 points for Harlan Community. A 13-5 run for Harlan. Atlantic with the ball in the front court. Held at top of the circle, right side of Kirchhoff. Nice head fake, drives in, runner up and good. Good dribble drive by Kirchhoff.
Good drive. Payton had her sealed. She could get all the way to the bucket.
Zoe with 6 points. 45-22 Harlan Community with the ball. Baseline Swinson. They try to go low and harder with the steal. She pokes it out top to Pellet. And Atlantic will have the ball. Another turnover in Harlan. With 4:19 to go, third quarter. Atlantic with the ball in the front court. Kirchhoff bounce pass Pellet, right block. Right baseline to Kirchhoff. One dribble skip. Schrader stops, pops the three. No good. Rebound off the hands of Sonneman ahead to Schwiezo. Coast to coast layup good. 47-22. Schwiezo with 26.
As soon as that shot took up, she took off.
47-22. In the front court, Wiederstein's shot off the glass, no good.
Good shot, good pass.
Out to
Just gotta finish him.
Swinson, ahead to Schwiezo. Layup, no. Follow is good by Rust. Well, that's how you do a transition play right there.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row.
49-22. Harlan with the lead. Timeout called by Atlantic. And we'll take it with them. We're back in a minute.
Whether you have a furry, feathered, or scaly pet in your home, the Fish Store and Pet Center has everything you need to keep your little pets happy and healthy.
Elkhart Plastics in Atlantic has a career opportunity for you. They're currently looking to hire first and second shift oven operators, first shift assemblers, and maintenance personnel, along with competitive pay and shift differential offered for second shift. Elkhart Plastics offers medical, dental, vision, company-paid life and disability plans, as well as vacation, paid holidays, education reimbursement, and retirement savings plans. Go to myersindustries.com/careers to view openings and fill out an application. Elkhart Plastics is an equal opportunity and affirmative action employer.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
And here in the second half, she'll inbounds the ball. Peyton McLaren is in with Richter, Williams, and Avery Canoe. 49-22. Big lead for Harlan. Wiederstein high and left, skip past Richter. Step back, long 2 baseline right, missed the shot. Sonoman snags the board, clears it out of traffic on the bounce. Over to Suizo, a deep 3, no good, rims out. Williams able to corral the rebound for Atlantic out to Wiederstein. Lila brings it across the half-court line for Atlantic, left baseline to McLaren. Wiederstein, McLaren, back out top to Richter. Williams tries to set up a low block against Brook. Richter, left wing, out top McLaren. Williams, down to 11 on the shot clock. Baseline, Wiederstein drives, runner off the glass. Good. Great job of the Trojans.
She's going to take it at it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, Wiederstein.
I think that was what Coach Vargason was so upset about. It was like they just kind of laid down there.
49-24. Harlan turns it over the other end.
You might be down by 20 some odd points, but you got to keep after it.
Yeah, and the 5 in there. Avery Knuth and Maddie Richter, Williams, McLaren, and Wiederstein. You have 4 of 5 off the bench, and that was a nice, patient offensive scheme, and they got the points. Atlantic in the front court with 2.5 to go third quarter. High post to Williams, can't handle it. Sonoman steal, ahead to Monson. One-on-one break, layup good. Monson with the bucket, and she has 4. And the Cyclones up 51-24 of Atlantic. Out top, McLaren, right side to Richter. Skip pass to Knuth. Still fire from the elbow short. Rebound Wiederstein. Put back is no good. And Russ gets the board. Outlet. Sonoman driving right side. Cut off by McLaren. Sonoman beyond the arc. Skip pass out top. And stolen by Wiederstein. 1-1 against Monson. Layup up. And it's good. Wiederstein with the steal and layup. She has 4 points in the game. Off the bench, 51-26. Harlan Community down to 1:38 to go third. Driving Sonoman, layup is good, but they're not going to count it. She's fouled on the floor. That's just the first foul of the third quarter.
That is the first foul of the third quarter.
Off the bench.
That could be good or another sign.
Yeah. Coming off the bench, Suizo. She'll check in, and the freshman post player, Kinsley Brook. Brook lines up high post. The ball tapped away by Atlantic. Run down nicely by Van Bala now in the game for the first time. Over to Suizo for 3. And nothing but net for Suizo. And she has 29.
She's having a night. Let's put it that way.
54-26 Harlan. Atlantic in the front. McLaren to Richter. Maddie Richter baseline. Now top to Knuth. McLaren, high post Williams, right side Richter. Good pass by Williams. Runner up, no good by Richter. Wiederstein rebound. Williams shot batted away and out of bounds by the Cyclones. Grace Albertson, the 6'1 junior. So Harlan has Brook at 6'2 in there and Albertson at 6'1. Atlantic with the ball. Wiederstein into Maddie Richter. Richter back out top to McLaren. 58 seconds on the clock, third quarter. Richter right side of Knuth. High post Williams. Turns, shoots, no good. And the rebound to Suizo for the Cyclones. Harlan with the ball with 29 on the shot clock, 45 on the game clock. Pass inside, Brooke, turn, shoots, no good. Brooke rebound, put back is no good. And snagged by Wiederstein. 35 seconds to go. I have to say, if you look at Atlantic, and maybe the most improved player has got to be Lila Wiederstein, one of them.
Yes.
I mean, defensively, offensively.
Well, her motor runs fast.
And Wiederstein had 6 against Creston last Friday night, and she has 6 tonight. Atlantic with the ball in the front. Williams high post, down low. Wiederstein layup is no good. Rebound comes off to Albertson. Out to Schweezel. 7 o'clock to go in the third. 5 seconds for Monson inside to Brooke, and the ball knocked away by Wiederstein, and that's going to be it. There she is again.
Yep.
And after 3, Harlan Community 54, Atlantic 26. We're back in a minute on 95.7 FM on our live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Hi everyone, it's Caitlin with your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
54-26 Harlan Community. McLaren with the ball over to Pellet, sails over her head, Harlan's ball. Cyclones scored at 22 to Atlantic's 11 in that stanza. Kirchhoff had 4 and Wiederstein had 4. Maddie Richter had the 3-point shot. Richter with 3 threes in the game now on the bench. Atlantic going with Williams, Wiederstein, McLaren, Knuth, and Pellet. Right side to Sonneman. Harlan has the ball inside his Swinson, the back door. Albertson layup, no good. A foul called on Lila Wiederstein. And that'll be 2 for Harlan. 7:43 to play. Cyclones 54-26 over Atlantic. Harlan 11-2 in the year. They're undefeated. The Hawkeye 10, ranked 7th in the state. Free throw by Albertson is in flight, and it is no good. Not many free throws shot tonight, Roger.
No. Not at all.
Albertson's second free throw coming up. You look at it, Harlan had 2 attempts in the first half. Albertson missed them both. Rebound Atlantic. Wiederstein will bring the ball up the floor. Over to Pellet. Clear Pellet, top of the circle, hands off to McLaren. McLaren angles left, now baseline to Pellet. Pellet dribbles out of traffic. She's fouled by Sonneman. 7:27 left in this one. Atlantic will travel to St. Albert tomorrow night. Harlan will match up against Creston at Creston. Inbounds Knuth. And she overshoots. Wiederstein steals Schweezel. She'll pull up at the free throw line. Knocked out of her hands by Knuth. Back out top. Munson, low, Russ, layup, good. Nice look.
They keep their head up so they can see the players down that are open.
Russ with 12 points. Atlantic back in the front, down 56-25.
Nice move.
Pellet layup,
good finish.
56-27. Pellet got loose on the left side. She has 4 points tonight. 56-28. The score. Atlantic on the defensive end. Backdoor pass to Sonneman, and Monson just sailed over her head.
They've got away with quite a few of those tonight.
Yeah.
That wasn't the result. She just threw it over her head.
Inbounds Wiederstein to McLaren. She'll bring it across the half-court line. Wiederstein high and right. Bounce pass Knuth. Tipped out by Schweezel. 6:40 to play. Knuth will throw it in for Atlantic. Back out to McLaren. And guarded by Albertson, top of the circle. Knuth, again, it's batted away by Munson underneath. It seems like Harlan is everywhere defensively.
Yeah, they can anticipate the pass.
Yeah. Back out to Pellet. 6.5 to play. 56-28 Harlan. McLaren pulls up at the elbow and kicks it out top. Pellet. We've got a foul called on Harlan Community. That's number 2 of the Cyclones here in the fourth quarter. Harlan's never trailed. They jumped out 7-0. And they opened up a 16-6 lead the first quarter, led 19-8 after one quarter played. 32-15 at the halftime break. Pellet high left. You see Bob Johnson?
Bob knew it.
He knew it. McLaren down low and a steal by Munson, coast to coast. The ball tipped out by Williams. Bob Johnson, the official, he has been at it for, oh my goodness, you'd have to say 50 years.
Yep, 50 years.
I ref with Bob Johnson years and years ago. And 50 years doing this. State tournament official, Suizo for 3, knocked it down. Boy, what a night for Suizo. She is 32. And it's 59-28 Harlan. Bob Johnson used to work with Harley leaders for years.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
In the old two-man game.
Yes.
That's when you got to work out.
Yeah, that's right. 5:50 left. Harlan up 59-28. Atlantic with the ball. McLaren driving. Runner. No good. Good luck. Rebound Suizo. Gets out of trouble. Swats it out to Munson. The pass ahead to Russ. Back door to Albertson. It goes out of bounds. Albertson and Russ were just too close together.
Yep.
Albertson could have maybe
just
gone
probably
across.
shot that one. Yep.
Yeah. Either shot or Albertson going across the lane. 59-28 Harlan. 5:38 to go. Atlantic with the ball. McLaren across the half-court line. Bounce pass, high post Pellet. And we've got a foul call, I believe,
you can't
on
go
Sonoman.
around her to get it.
Sonoman with a foul. That's her third. Atlantic has the ball out of bounds on the far sideline. A great weekend of wrestling coming up. Starts tomorrow at the girls' regional in Sioux City. Austin West will have all the coverage there. Wiederstein, bounce pass Pellet, baseline jumper missed. Rust rebounds it. Finger tips it out to Munson. Munson over right side of Sonoman. Suizo launches a triple. No good. Rebound comes off to Wiederstein. 32 for Suizo. 5:10 to go. Then on Saturday we'll have the Hawkeye 10 Conference Tournament right here on 95.7 FM. Cody Weaver, Austin West. Pellet takes it and shoots it and scores. Boy, Pellet's had some nice looks.
You bet.
She has 6 points, 4 here in this quarter. 59-30, Cyclones. Rust inside as she's got to the size, missed the shot. She had the height advantage and couldn't get it to go. Rebound Atlantic. Here's McLaren to the front court. Bounce pass to Wiederstein. And that ball out of bounds. Last touch by Lila. We've got a timeout called by Coach Vargason. 4:40 left, fourth quarter. 59-40 Harlan Community. And we're back right after these.
Winter.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors. Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
The lead is Harlan Community. They led the entire contest. Munson brings it across the timeline for Harlan. They jumped out early. Led 16-6 in the first quarter. Down low inside of Brook finishes the freshman for Harlan. Kinsley Brook with the first two. 61-30 Cyclones. Atlantic right side to Lila Wiederstein. She'll skip it past left side of Knuth. Knuth back out top to McLaren. Wiederstein. And throws it away. Williams. 4:08 to go. Harlan's ball. And Sonoman will throw it in. Mont will bring it across the timeline on the bounce with 4 minutes left. Harlan 11-2 on the year. They won their first 8 games. Lost on January 2nd, January 5th to Lewis Central St. Albert. Then they've won 3 straight. They haven't played that many games since then because of all the snowy weather. Knuth comes out, and Addie Friend is in for Atlantic with 3:58 to play. Cyclones with the ball into Rust, and she puts her head down, puts it up, and misses. Foul called on Atlantic. 61-30 Harlan Community. Rust will shoot a pair. Rust had a good night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She has 12 points. Free throw is good by Rust. Give her 13. She had 6 points in that second quarter, 4 in the first half, 6 in the third quarter. She has 3 in this frame. Second free throw, Rust is good. Erica Rust.
They just keep bringing 6-footers in.
You know, they 63-30. Here comes Atlantic to front court. Friend, baseline to Pellet. Back to Friend, high and left. Inside, Williams turn, sure, good. Williams with a great move.
That was a great move.
We haven't seen that from her all year.
That was a good left hand, good bank shot, good delivery from, good delivery pass.
63-32, this combination of Pellets and Knuth. Wiederstein did a nice job out there. Free throw by Williams, good.
She completes the three-point play.
You bet, the old-fashioned way, the N1. 63-33 Cyclones. Pass left side is Sonoman. 3:37 to play. Skip pass baseline. And they'll get it into Brooke. Down low. Albertson layup good. Albertson with a bucket. The 6'1 junior, her first 2. 65-33 Cyclones with a Seed Pro scoreboard. 3:20 to play. Baseline Addie Friend. Back out top to Bellberg. Swings it right to McLaren. Into Williams. Shot blocked by Brooke. Out to Munson on the move across the timeline. Scoops it off to Sonoman. Top of the circle. Left side. Munson throws it down low. Albertson caught down low. Gets out of traffic to Sonoman. Fires a 3 and no good. Rebound Wiederstein. Under 3 to play. Wiederstein across the timeline for Atlantic. Over to McLaren. Baseline Addie Friend. Friend looks back to McLaren. Bellberg, right side of Wiederstein. Berg throws it away. And Williams hit the deck down low as well.
She got her feet tangled.
2:30.
She was trying to work for a position.
2:36 left. 65-33 Harlan Community. Sonoman comes out, and Addison Wicks will check in, a 5'9 sophomore for Harlan. Bryn Lamp will check in for Williams for Atlantic. Inbounds out top to Van Balla. Van Balla across the half-court line. Leaves it off left side for Wicks. Back to Van Balla, high and right. Baseline pass to Kinkle. And a shot missed, and Wiederstein comes out of traffic with the ball on the dribble across the half-court line. 65-33 Cyclones on the Seed Pro scoreboard. McLaren high and right. Lobs out top to Wiederstein. Baseline Addie Friend. One bounce on the drive, and she throws it away. Ball is loose, and a foul called on Friend. Trying to get the ball back from Kinkle. 2:04 to go. 65-33 Harlan Community with the big lead. They never trailed. Wiederstein had a nice game. She comes out.
Yes, she did.
And Wiederstein, 4 points for the ball game.
I bet half a dozen rebounds.
Oh, no doubt. Brooke high post for Harlan. Back inside Albertson. She'll turn, shoot a short jumper. No good. A rebound, a battle underneath. Cyclones have the arrow. Good job by Van Balla. And here comes Jillian Satoff, the freshman in for Atlantic. Out goes Peyton McLaren. And throwing it in will be Van Balla for Harlan Community. 1:51 to play. Van Balla throw it in. Lobs it out top to Brooke. Turns, set shot, good.
Good bank shot.
Didn't even leave her feet. The 6-footer knocked it off the glass. 67-33. Addie Friend for 3. A brick missed it. Rebound comes off to Cyclones. Kinkle with it. Then Bala, Brook, shot off the glass, good. 67-35 as Coach Clausen getting
What's the sub timeout?
Yeah, more players in.
We got another one coming too.
Hey, Brook has 6 points this fourth quarter for Harlan. Keely Peterson will check in for Atlantic. Addie Friend comes out. And throwing it in, Satoff. She'll bring it across the timeline for Atlantic with $1:20 to play in this one. Pass goes over to Peterson on the left wing. She'll kick it out top. Bellberg. Peterson. Satoff. Ball loose. Satoff scoops it up. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by, I believe, Harlan. It'll be Atlantic's ball. Cyclones will go to 12-2. Atlantic will fall to 5-11. Inbound Satoff. Oh, wide open Lamp and got the shot. Just a little rainbow that went in. Bryn Lamp with this bucket.
You don't usually shoot a swish shot from there.
69-35. Cyclones with the lead. Harlan down low and a steal by Lamp picked up by Keely Peterson. Her own teammate run into it. Now it's a steal by Wicks. Addison Wicks with the steal. Half minute to go. Give it a go down low. Layup up no good by Van Bala. And it'll be 2 shots for Brindley Van Bala. 69-35, 27 seconds to play.
I like when they changed the rule a few years back to where they stopped the clock on this running clock thing.
Free throw Van Bala's missed off the back iron. As I mentioned earlier, not many free throws shot in this one. In fact, I think we got under a minute to go in that third quarter, second quarter, no fouls. Van Bala missed them both. The rebound comes off to the Trojans, Satoff, and then foul.
And we're going to shoot him.
Yep, Satoff will shoot a pair. She's fouled on the, yep, there we go. 24 seconds left. So it'll be Satoff to shoot the 2 for Atlantic with 24 ticks on the clock, 69-35. Harlan with the lead. We'll see if Satoff had a 3-point shot against Creston on Friday. Here's the free throw by Satoff. Good.
Good deal.
Jillian Satoff, the freshman, hits the free throw. Second one coming. Atlantic with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 8 free throws on the night. Second free throw was in. Good one for Satoff. 69-37. Cyclones with the ball. We're down to 20 seconds to play. Baseline 3 up and no good. Rebound battle for by Satoff underneath. And Van Bala. Atlanta gets the ball back. Running clock now at that 30-point rule. Here's Satoff across the timeline, and she'll launch one from half court. And that's it. 69-37. Harlan Community with the big win over Atlantic tonight. Postgame show brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
Hi everyone, it's Caitlin with your Atlantic IV. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It is free to you and gives you instant savings. If you're not signed up, no worries. We can in-store while you're shopping or at the checkout, sign you up. Super quick, super easy for the instant savings. No need to wait, scan the card, you got the deals. Deals so good you won't find them anywhere else. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It is free to you and gives you instant savings. We can in-store while you're shopping or at the checkout, sign you up. As always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic IV.
Points for the junior here in the ball game as we take a look at the Harlan scoring. Erica Rust had a lot of good bunnies underneath as well. She finished up the night with 10, 12 with 14 for Harlan Community. Get these out here as well. So we look at Harlan, Roger Warne. Cyclones, 32 from Aubrey Suizo. Erica Rust had 14. Molly Swinson 6, Hannah Sonneman 5, 4 for Ava Monson, and 2 for Grace Albertson. 6 points for Kinsley Bruck off the bench. Bruck, all 6 points coming in that fourth quarter. Postgame brought to you by Cass Health. We'll check Atlantic scoring right after this.
The Cass Health Pharmacy is now open. With their convenient hours of Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5, they will make it easy to get your prescriptions. Plus, you can transfer your current prescriptions to them by just calling 712-243-7508 or stop by and they'll take care of you. And if you're a MyChart user, you can easily request prescription refills and renewals. If you don't have an account yet, the Cass Health pharmacists are here to help. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
69-37, the final here. Harlan Community with the win over Atlantic. We'll look at the Trojan scores from top to bottom. McKenna Schrader had 2 points. Zoe Kirchhoff with 6. Claire Pellet had 6 tonight for Atlantic. Katrina Williams finished up with 4 points. Maddie Kirchhoff had 3 threes. She led everybody with 9 points. And Peyton Harder with 2. And Jillian Satoff 2 for 2 from the free throw line. The final score 69-37. Harlan Community. Final thoughts, Roger Warne.
Well, Harlan got out to an early lead. They've got some people that can handle the basketball and shoot, and that just kind of told the story as you went through the basketball game. When Peyton only gets 2, you spread it out. That's probably the reason that we've seen these other guys here at the end of the game get them some experience against some really talented basketball players, and that's how you build it.
Final score 69-37. I don't want to. Bryn Lamp had a pair, so I don't want to leave her out. She had that little teardrop, so I didn't mention that.
That's right.
Yeah, Bryn had a pair as well. Final score, Harlan 69, Atlantic 37. Thank you for joining us. We'll have high school wrestling tomorrow night on 95.7 FM from Sioux City. It's the girls regionals coming up tomorrow night. Hawkeye 10 Conference Wrestling on Saturday, all day from Crescent, Austin West, and Cody Weaver will have that broadcast as well. For Roger Warne, I'm Tom Robinson. Thank you for joining us, and have